Hi guys, I want to share with you today the reason why I joined HTC. And there's a lot of other reasons, but the core reason why I joined was because first of all, I was looking for something that I could really align with. And it was someone that I was ready to be coached. I was at that point where I was in a really deep rut, and I was constantly putting out that message. I was searching. I was praying in a sense to say, show me something um, that I can step up to that next level and that can give me actual results in my life and that can change my life. And there's so many programs out there. There's so many offers. There's so many things that there's a lot that claim to fame that you can be rich overnight. But I wasn't looking for that get rich quick. I was looking for a solution, and a real solution backed by real people that actually cared. And once I had those intentions and I'd done my due diligence, and I stumbled across Dan Locke and watched a few of his videos, and I immediately knew that this guy, there's something about him that's, that's not this whole hype and this this mask, this fake um, persona on social media that is just trying to sell you something, or they're just trying to promote something, right? And I immediately watched his webinar, and I was sold. And the reason why I joined it was because I knew that I'd look back on my past, and I knew that the skill that I was missing in my businesses and my career and managing people, and I thought I was good at communicating, right? Um, and I think I'm good, but I can always be better. And the thing that was missing was that closing skill. And I was so petrified of closing and sales. And I had a warped definition of what sales and closing actually was. And until Dan explained that to me, and I only found out that through his webinar, that's the definition um, of closing, where he explains exactly what he does. And the reason why I joined is because I knew that if I'd had that skill in the past, I would be in a totally different space right now. And that would have changed my life. I could almost guarantee you that if I'd known how to close in the last 10 years, I'd be in a totally different spot. And so that's the value that I saw. It's a no brainer. And closing is not just, doesn't just apply to the sales process, it applies to, it's a life skill. It's something that we're always doing constantly every day. We don't even know about it. We're closing our kids to eat vegetables. We're closing our boss to give us a raise. We're closing our colleagues to, move on to a new project, or to introduce a new idea into the workplace. It literally is done every day without us even knowing about it. And the ability to close is to basically, it's to bring a prospect or someone we're helping through a process where they can make those decisions themselves, and to allow them to see and identify why they actually need to get to that point B. And there's a whole lot of other things that Dan teaches, and that's in the program, which you'll find out about. But the reason why I joined was because it was a non-negotiable for me. I just said, no, I'm not going to move forward with my life without knowing how to do this and becoming better at it, because I believe this is the answer to like a lot of my problems. And Dan, in his videos, basically said, you don't have a money problem, you have a high income skill problem. You've got a skill problem. And as soon as he said that, I was like, shit, he's so right. I didn't have a money problem. I just didn't have enough. I didn't have any high income skills. And so I had to learn. I had to learn. Um, and I have not regretted it since day one. Absolutely haven't regretted it. I'm making money now. I'm earning extra income. I'm still working 9 to 5, but I'm earning an additional income, which is very shortly going to supersede my full-time income, and it's very easily achievable. So, um, you know, if you're working 9 to 5, if you're working a full-time job, and it's not like you're sick and tired of it, like you hate it, but if you have dreams of transitioning over to something online, or um, having that lifestyle that you want, where you can determine your own hours, then this high income skill is going to give you that money. It's going to give you the money. It's going to give you the skill that you need to pretty much create money on demand whenever you want. And I can hand over heart testify that that is the power of learning this skill. So that was my main drive at the start. And from then on, it has literally escalated. There's so many other reasons why I would have joined, and why I continually need to be developing this and learning this and making money at the same time. So if if you want to chat to me a bit more about my story, find out, ask me questions. I am more than open to rave about how great this is, and also to help you identify and to come to a decision whether or not this is something that you actually need, it's something that you actually want, and how it's actually going to help you in your life, wherever you're at right now. And that's kind of my job. My job's to basically, help you make that decision. And so I've got details below in this video, where you can contact me. You can message me directly on Messenger Facebook. There's also a link if you want to go straight to the webinar to get a bit more informed about what actually the high ticket closing skill is. Dan will explain that to you in a very great way. And you can make a decision there. You can join or hit me up and we can actually have a talk about the webinar, and you can ask me anything about the program as well. So what I invite you to do, click on any of the links below, whatever suits your preference, as I said, and I really look forward to helping you make a decision if that's something that you want to do in your life, if you're ready to step up. So once again, thank you for listening to me and my story. I'm truly humbled. I am just so grateful for having even the opportunity to learn this skill and to be in the program. And I'll speak to you when I speak to you. Ciao. Bye.